My name is Rag Reynolds and welcome back to Medium Rare, and Sarah has doubled down on her accusations against Onision and Kai. Late last night, Sarah started posting a bunch of tweets dropping text messages between her and Onision and lots of other alleged information. And prior to most of this rant she went on last night, she had been posting some stuff earlier in the day. Now, if you're not aware of what's going on, then this is the time where I would recommend you check out my previous video on this subject where I broke down the accusations and the live stream that Sarah did on this subject. But now what we're going to do is we're just basically going to dive into these tweets and see what she's been saying about Onision and Kai. Now, before I get too much into this Sarah stuff, I do want to encourage you to stick around until the end of the video because I will be releasing my teaser for my upcoming documentary about real stream news, and that is something you're not going to want to miss because this guy, I believe, is perhaps almost just as much of a scumbag as Onision is. So stick around to the end of the video to see the official teaser for that. So yesterday she posted this tweet. She leaked this message. It was an email and she claims it was from Onision, but she says it was from a couple of months back. I just want to point something out. This is stupid. I loved making love to both of you. I loved seeing you satisfy Kai. I loved making out with you while effing Kai. I loved you being around when you guys weren't fighting. Personally, I'd love to do countless things with both of you both. And that is where it cuts off. Later she was posting, say whatever you want about me, Onision, bring it. She then said, I don't have to rely on my messed up memory. I have every single text since I was 14 still saved. Then she posted a text message that was apparently from Onision, and she said, you're pathetic at Onision, and the text read, I want you to know I have never seen Kai hurt this much. The damage you did, I can't believe you would hurt Kai and the kids like this. What you did hurt everyone in the house. I can't believe you are only doing this because I refused to make out with you in the theatre and refused to sleep with you. You are hurting Kai and the kids you said you cared about because we rejected you. How could you do this? Accept that we did not want to be with you and move on. Stop hurting innocent people. Sarah then said, just wait until I get off work. You do not scare me. I did cocaine. Use it against me. Greg and I effed while Kai was in New Mexico. Use it against me. I've sold my prescription before. Use it against me. Greg and Kai let me have alcohol. Kai sent me a selfie with his genitalia out while I was underage. Please try me. Kai told me exactly how big Greg's dick is when I was 14. Then she leaked some more text saying here, blue is Kai, grey is Greg. So Kai says, thought we agreed that using virginity as a pawn was wrong, but now that it suits you, you want to resort to that. Greg responds, it's a big deal. Kai responds, and she lost it to you, not me. Greg responds, virginity does matter. Then Kai responds, so does 7 years of a relationship, but we're forgetting about that. And no, you did threaten our relationship. And then Greg responds, so I just ignore you taking a girl's virginity, then treating her like she's dead to you because she got jealous, then doubling down on treating her like she is dead when she tries to shut herself off so she can't be hurt. Sarah then tweeted, he really tried it with the wrong one. And then she posted an image of herself with a hickey on her neck, and she said, the hickey Greg gave me on January 17th, 2019. Kai smoked weed. This one is for Billy. Y'all should see the essay he sent me, lol. And then it seemed like she went on to leak this so-called essay that was sent to her through texts. Damn, he be mad. Apparently these texts are from Onision and they read, 1. You blackmailed us, which is illegal in the way you did. 2. You and Billy both publicly and privately admitted you, Sarah, were never groomed. We have the receipts. 3. You raped Kai, not only with the crime of sexual extortion, look it up, but that's exactly what you did, but also raped Kai when he flirted with you as an adult from far, but said he was uncomfortable repeatedly to you in person. You knew he was uncomfortable and did what you did anyway. You forced him. You said you hated Ayala for saying she wanted to have sex with you when you were a minor. We all hated her, but clearly you were dishonest. all because you would do anything to sleep with Kai, again, even without his consent. You joined the people who talk about us obsessively after lying and saying you hated them would never become like them. 5. We haven't gone public about your blackmail, sexual extortion and rape because we don't want to violate the NDA. We also don't want to hurt your ability to succeed in life, but you have gone public because you are a liar. You did not care about any of us. You violated the legal agreement you blackmailed us to sign. You are a liar, illegally so. I'm asking you to move on with your life. After all the crimes you have committed, this is the simplest request. You said you cared about our kids, even you were like a mom to them. So what are you doing? What are you getting out of this? You know it's hurting them when we have hurt no kids. You actively hurt ours. 7. After you admitted to raping Kai via sexual extortion, after also raping Kai when he clearly was not into you and you pushed anyway, you stormed off because I refused to have sex with you. I refused to even kiss you. And now you're going on a public campaign with no one knowing you're a rapist, and we suffer silently as you get praised for being a criminal liar, a rapist and a blackmailer. I know you're getting paid to lie on you now. I know you like the attention, but this is wrong. You without a doubt did all these things, and we'll still respect the NDA despite all this, because unlike you, we are honest. We respect the legal agreement you publicly admitted to breaking, admitting you are a liar in the worst way. You may also want to pass on the fact you admitted to doing cocaine in your home state to your audience, and your diagnosis which directly affects your ability to function like a normal human being. Like your personality disorder, this is so sick, Sarah. They should know who you actually are, but we are not sick like you. We just want to live our lives, and you, a blackmailing, lying, child-harming rapist, we never should have offered to help you as we did for years. As you admitted, not grooming you ever at any point. Please leave us alone. We kicked you out of our life after you raped, blackmailed and lied and threw a fit when we did not sleep with you or even kiss you. This is sick and unhealthy. Please get help. But most of all, leave the person you raped, blackmailed and betrayed repeatedly alone. That was a ride. But that isn't where Sarah stopped, because she kept on tweeting. Remember when you made me feel so guilty that I was sobbing while holding you and begging you to forgive me? I bet that made you feel powerful. Do you feel powerful now? So since every time I was with Kai, Greg was also involved, does this mean Greg is an accomplice to the multiple rapes of his own husband? Use my past traumas and abuse against me, Onision. I double dog dare you. One time when I was 16, Greg made me feel so bad about being a virgin that I started crying. Then she ended off her tweets saying, "Y'all don't even know yet, LMAO, I'm gonna K-word myself. Don't worry guys, please, I'm not going to hurt myself, I'm just going to go to bed." Now obviously, this is a lot of information to take in, and if these texts are actually from Onision, then just wow. Just wow. Obviously in these texts he's trying not to admit to actually grooming or anything like that, but I think it's pretty clear that a lot of this is gaslighting, a lot of this is him trying to say, oh, well, how about the fact you did cocaine? It's almost like threatening to reveal some information, which is why Sarah, I'm assuming, has gone and said on her Twitter, I did cocaine at this time, I did this at this time, trying to take that leverage away from Onision so that he can't then try and use that against her. I also thought it was pretty gross about how he tried to use her mental health against her there. He's like, oh, what about your diagnosis? You can't think like a normal human being. That was pretty off-color to me. I do find it funny that Onision hasn't brought any of this up in public at all. I mean, he normally doesn't respect privacy. He's trying to act as if he's such a great guy and he's respecting privacy and he's better than that. Meanwhile, this is like literally the thing he always does to everyone else. He always brings up the things. I mean, just look back at the Billy situation. He leaked like every text. He leaked every single intimate detail of everything. So it's kind of like he's getting a taste of his own medicine here to an extent. I do have to say though, not taking anything away from Sarah or whatever, I do think that and hope that she has gone to the police with all of this, because I think that's very, very important here if this is all true. It's one thing to take it online and raise awareness and get some points for dragging Onision, and everyone loves to see that, but I think it's very important that something is actually done about this and that these allegations are looked into in a serious manner and that a legal course of action is looked into. I think that is very, very important, and I think it's the make or break point here going forwards. A lot of people are very hesitant to make videos on this subject because there has been no evidence of any legal means being taken, and there hasn't really been much evidence up until this point. These texts, I suppose, might be a little bit of evidence, although I'm sure you could fake them. I'm not saying she did fake them, but there's a lot of ambiguity there. There's a lot of ways that those could have definitely been faked. Not that I believe that is the case. So a lot of people are still waiting for concrete evidence or some sort of legal action to be taken before they talk about this. That's why I'm doing my best to try and present this as allegations and just tell you what's going on rather than flat out say, well, Onision is this child groomer and he did this and that. I think it's very important, just for fairness sake, to not just 100% flat out condemn him 100%. But that's where I'm going to end this subject, because there is a lot going on and I'm going to try and keep my opinions to myself until we know a little bit more, but those text messages were pretty shocking, and if they were real, I think they were pretty gross. Either way, let me know what you think about all this in those comments down below. But before you go, I am now going to play you a teaser for my upcoming video project that should be released this Friday about another scumbag who I believe is just as bad as Onision, and I'm posting a documentary about this guy, Real Stream News, on Friday. Check out the teaser.
How stupid are you? Like, do you understand how dumb you look right now?
What were your intentions when you flew out to stay with CJ?
Someone slandering you isn't fair use.
The final chapter in this saga.
It was fucking low of me and I shouldn't have done it.
Did you ever get the money back that you...
I just said it. Yes, it was wrong.
I'm going to go through his entire YouTube history.
No, dude, you're pissing me off. You're an idiot. You are an idiot.
Edgy little child on the internet.
That's not how copyright works.
You're gonna see a lot of videos disappear real soon.
Please don't say that on camera. Don't say anything like that.
They said that I was gonna kill my grandmother.
Because they're all liars. Where do you get this context that nobody else can see?
I said no twice.
I present to you the complete, unabridged Real Stream News story.